This is a HeadGum podcast.
All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Well, I'm all right.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Why? Because I just told you that you're allowed to vape on the podcast?
No, that's a positive. Because I was almost canceled last week because of the Summer Trip Briefing.
You're right. I'm glad we're taking this from the top.
Sorry,
Wait,
Bonrad lovers are gonna jump me.
Wait, but we'll get into that. Let's do the right. Well,
I'm telling you how I am.
No, I know.
I barely survived.
I'm not doing well either, and that's
This was me last week.
That's been me.
Just emptying the clip on me. Bonrad people were emptying the clip on me, bitch.
That's been me all fucking year.
No, it hasn't.
You're right. That was me starting August 1st. I'm going to be so for real with you guys. First of all, let's talk about Weapons. We didn't even talk about it last time.
I realized that last time.
I did too. We did go see it. We saw it with Alex and our family.
I had an idea for a video, and I was like, am I that guy?
Oh, is it a skit? We never do skits. That's funny.
Yeah, I had an idea. I was literally... And I was inspired by Miss Trixie Mattel, Miss Tracy Martell.
Okay.
Because the video she posted of her running like the people from Weapons,
like
the little kids.
How Gladys attracts all those kids to her house. That's me to every mask in a 10-mile radius to me, bro.
So if your hair looks a little shorter,
if you're wondering what's
mind
going
your
on,
business.
I've been collecting data and research. And if you end up at my house, that's what happens.
Mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
If you see me giving haircuts to random masked lesbians.
If you live in San Diego and you're masked and you're like, why am I running? You know what's happening.
Know that you're going somewhere safe.
Yeah.
And for a very specific
you'll
reason.
You'll eat better than just soup. I'll change it up. I'll make the fucking soup, bro. That's how much in my liquor set. How much I care.
You do that to masked lesbians. I'm going to do that to Bonrad fans. If you guys keep pissing me off, I'm gonna start wrapping your hair around a twig, and it's on you at that point. Whatever happens after that, that's on you.
But I liked Weapons. It
was good.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I thought it was really
awesome.
cool. I haven't seen a scary movie like that in a minute. It was more like a thriller, but it was
I would say it's more
a little
thriller.
bit of a horror.
But I will say this with no real spoilers, but you should go watch it if you haven't already. I haven't had like such a fun movie experience in a while. Like one where like it felt like everybody was locked in together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I've seen other people posting on TikTok about Weapons, and they're like, this felt so communal. Like, because everybody's like, what? And nobody's talking, right? And then everyone's allowing commentary when it's like scary or weird and not getting pissed off and then being quiet the rest of the time. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I
had a blast watching it.
Were there certain parts where I was like, could have skipped, cut?
Yeah,
I don't care that she slept with the cop. I don't care.
I think Cinema Joe had a really real take on it.
He said he liked it the first time. Then when he watched it the second time, he was like, there were so many parts in it that I wish they
still liked it, but
I wish they cut because it could have made it a lot faster.
Yeah, and maybe that was the point, because it's supposed to like throw you off because all these things are happening and you're like, okay, that's probably going to be important. Yeah. And then what ends up happening, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So maybe it was to throw people off the scent, but. Also, I apologize for my voice. I'm losing it. I don't know why. My guess is because I've been working so much the last 2 weeks. It's literally from talking too goddamn much. Like, that's my theory.
I feel like that's what I sounded like all of April and half of May. And then I finally got out of it.
Well, all of April and half of... We were, like, never home. We were home, like, maybe 2 weekends.
No, I know. And I was like, drunk almost every day, screaming and having fun.
Having a lot of fun, you know? Anyways, just I apologize in advance for my what sounds like a prepubescent voice. Weapons was fire, but I was inspired by Trixie's video of just those random cuts of her running like that. I wanted to film myself doing that too, but then post it with like letters on it or something. Like, or words. Letters, hello, words. Yes, I have been vaping. Yes.
It's not a Nick one, guys. It's a weed one.
It would never. If you see me with a vape, you see me fucking puffing on something. No, in your heart of hearts, it's never, ever, ever nicotine. It's never nicotine. I can
You guys
promise
have
you
never
that.
had a nicotine. Isn't that crazy? I'll be literally
either.
19 this year. I've never had one nicotine in my entire life.
I don't think I've ever smoked a vape either. I've hit a cigarette and I've smoked a cigar, but
wait, I've done a
they
cigar.
They were both trash and awful.
I've done a cigar. I've never done a cigarette.
I've hit a cigarette. I didn't enjoy it.
I've
clearly.
never done a cigarette. I've never done a Nick vape. I've never done, what are those things? A Zyn. I've never done any of those things.
Yuck. That one's the worst.
Never done any of those things.
That's the worst thing in the world. That's gross. Also, I watched Superman yesterday.
Okay.
It's on Apple TV.
Okay.
When I tell you, bitches, that like I knew it was gonna be good because everybody that I trust their movie reviews implicitly said it was gonna be good. I knew it was gonna be good. I could not have ever guessed how good.
Oh, really?
It blew me away.
Oh, I love
It's
that.
the best superhero movie I've seen in a long time. Like
That's what I love about the Thunderbolts. I really enjoyed that.
yeah,
one,
and Thunderbolts is on there too, so I'm gonna try to watch that next. But like, I was fucking blown away at how good it was. Now, did I think it was about 30 minutes too long? Yes.
Yeah.
We could have wrapped it way sooner than that, but I thought everybody was fantastic. I thought it was real fun. I thought it was like visually stunning to look at. Also, kind of spooky. There are certain parts where I was like, oh.
The main
I didn't
guy,
know they were doing that.
The main guy that played Superman.
Superman?
Remember we were talking about him and you said he was in Pearl and I was like, oh shit, I
Yes.
didn't realize it was him.
Yes.
I remember my train of thought. I was going to say that he was in the show called Hollywood that I watched on Netflix that has Jeremy Pope in it. And it's like based off of like, I think he's supposed to be like, it's like they're like old timey actors like trying to make it big in Hollywood. And they're based on real people, but I forget and I don't want to say who I think all of them are. Like Rock Hudson and like people like that. They're supposed to be characters like that. And he played the main guy and I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
Because he's like obviously way bigger in this.
Yeah, and there is a part in the new Superman where they explain that the glasses he wears, which I have seen in TikToks before, the glasses he wears as Clark Kent are like almost hypnotizing glasses. So they basically distort his face to other people.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they can't recognize him, which
the same thing happens to girls who are nerds in movies about high school.
It's true.
Yeah.
That even they don't think they're beautiful until they take them off.
Because they're also hypnotized by the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're fucking 4 eyes when they're wearing them, and they're hotties when they're not.
Which
we all know.
That's what they all say. Yeah.
and I was like telling Billy, I've always kind of wondered like the glasses are what hides it. Mostly because and you can see it very clearly in this movie too. He's like a 6'5" white dude. If I just saw you with one more curl down in front and glasses, I'd be like, well, you're obviously Superman, right? Like, obviously that's you, right?
You would be the one that wouldn't fall for the glasses?
No, I'd be like, well, what's with the meta glasses? Like, why do you have to wear those?
Did you see that TikTok of that lady that said she went and got a Brazilian wax?
No.
And the girl doing it had meta glasses on?
Why?
And she said, are you wearing meta glasses? And she goes, yeah, but they're not on.
You're gross. You're gross and you're weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And you can tell when they're on because there's like a light because our mom has them. And
I have them too. I'll be honest, like they're really bad quality.
The video.
Yes, like in my opinion, like yes, like are they 360? Yeah, but it looks like ring.
Are they 365 party girl? Sure.
Yeah, they're ring camera footage kind of like like that's what it looks like.
That's how they recorded the kids from Weapons is with meta glasses.
Yeah, it looks like dash cam footage. You know what I'm saying?
And even that, they're pretty high quality now, some dash cam.
But you know, it's like everyone has glowing eyes when it's nighttime. Like that's literally what the meta glasses look like. I've tried them. Like they're cool though. They just like they're fuzzy. It's like fuzzy security cam footage, which makes it even creepier when you watch footage from meta glasses. But anyways, Superman, 10 out of 10, man. That movie was honestly kick ass. I felt like Donnie watching it. I for real was watching it. I was like, wow, you know. And I remember, I'm sure someone's gonna recall, but I literally said that I was like, Donnie said it was awesome, but he's a bad measure.
He is, but all of our movie friends said it was
That's
good.
True. Which Donovan is a bad measure to some extent,
Yeah.
but he was right about that movie. That movie's hard.
Okay,
The movie went so hard.
Okay.
And the new How to Train Your Dragons on Apple TV too now.
Already seen it.
But we've already seen that.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, what a time for movies. I enjoyed myself.
Cinema is so bad.
I will say too, at the end of Superman, when they have that like what feels like and can only be described as a 25-minute kiss, when they're doing that and they're spinning in circles forever, it honestly went on way too long. Like I was to a point where I was like, all right, right, like, all right, right.
Spoiler.
Hey, spoiler, they kissed for 20 minutes at the end. When we were watching it, it was like pretty much finishing, and Billy goes, yeah, this is one of those things where I watch it and I think to myself, if you have a scene like that in a movie, I'm okay not watching it. And then I started laughing, and I was like, yeah, that's how I feel too. He goes, especially that one. Why was that one so long? And I was like, I don't know. And then right after that, because I watched Superman, I saw like a meme where it was like someone had clipped something from behind the scenes of when they're kissing in like a kitchen. And the director had said cut, but she was like, they were still in the scene. So she was like pecking him with kisses, kind of, and he had called cut, and so it was like 2 were after he said cut, but I think it was because she was like in it, you know what I mean?
She's talking about in it.
Yeah. For real. For
Rachel
real.
Brosnahan.
Yeah.
For David Gordon.
For real. Oh yeah, then I saw the meme, like she's in it.
She's
right?
talking about in it, yeah.
Yeah, and then someone said,
She's so ATL, right?
yeah,
Okay.
someone said, if I saw my girl doing this after he called cut, you guys would have to scrape my body off the freeway. And it reminded me of Sinners when they were like, I know Josh Allen is sick to his stomach watching this movie. And that like makes me laugh. That's so funny. That's
He
so
did
funny.
not go to that premiere. Like he went to the
No
premiere
way.
and they walked the carpet and then he left.
Yeah, and then he like, you know, he went to the bathroom for
He
20
waited
minutes.
in the after party for her. And
For
then,
real.
Yeah, and then she went up
And I know Josh Allen is sick to his stomach.
fucking cornball.
For real. Anyways, 10 out
My
of 10.
FYP, speaking of football people, my NFL, my FYP has been full of nothing but clips of rookie traditions they have for people in the NFL.
What were those 2 words you just said?
And I just want all of it to stop.
What were those 2 words you just said?
Rookie traditions?
I thought you said. I literally was like, what? That felt like you just said like bleep blop blop. Like I literally it sounded like you said worky traditions. And I said,
Maybe I
what,
did,
what
but-
the fuck is
Traditions they have for rookies on the NFL football
Oh.
teams,
like what?
where they have them like do like lip sync battles
Oh yeah, they do that every year.
because
Did you see the?
they're in the camp.
Yeah. Did you see? Is it the Bears one?
I don't know.
Chicago Bears. It's
Is
a
it-
white guy.
What song did he do?
He said that. He sang like I don't know if it was that Mary J. Blige song or if it was like a I Will Always Love You kind of vibe. It was something like that.
There was another one I watched. There's just been hundreds
seen
of
a
them,
few.
and I would like it to stop.
Speaking of
I'm
football,
going not interested. Every football,
Yeah,
gets-
if football-
and baseball gets on there. Not
Football,
interested.
if you're watching this football, this is the worst person to put your edits on the For You page of. She couldn't care less.
They're like, oh, our throwing coach is a lesbian. Don't care.
Well,
Actually,
no,
I might care a little bit.
I care a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
In terms of, I've had a lot of football on my For You page too, but mine right now is exclusively, when I say exclusively, I haven't seen one that wasn't, but I've seen at least 8 in the last 2 days, is Samoan or Tongan football players in college dancing to a Portuguese song. Like it's a Brazilian song sung in Portuguese,
Yeah.
and it's very like poppy and upbeat.
I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, and the lyrics are so dirty.
Okay.
Do you know the English translation of them?
No, I didn't even realize it was in Portuguese till I saw it like the 12th time.
I went to go look it up because I was so curious what the lyrics were.
Because to be honest, that's how all words and songs sound to me.
That's how you sounded to me just now when I said, what were those 2 words that you just said? No, it's literally, the lyrics to it are literally like you, me, and the same girl. And then it's like, she loves to share when we come around, call us the pussy attackers. They're basically just talking about a girl who loves to have group sex with him and his buddies.
Right.
It's kind of the vibe. I don't think any of the Polynesian dudes know that, but
No.
like, or nor do they give a fuck, obviously. But
no.
that's all I've been seeing. I literally
Okay.
was like, okay. I mean,
Okay. All right, friends, we're going to take a quick little break. And this is with our friends at Audible. So y'all know that me and Drew are huge fans of audiobooks. So we're so excited to be partnering with Audible. Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what romance you're into, you can't be pinned down unless you want to be. Here's your invitation to have it all. Fancy a dalliance with a duke or perhaps a sexy billionaire? Find a book boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or significant other in the city and another on the hockey field. Or if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Hear modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Allie Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Rebecca Yarros, and Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander, plus all the really steamy stuff, which I know you freaks want more of, so make sure you lock into Audible. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/2idiotgirls. I talked about this last time, but our other co-host Drew, she has an audiobook called Loud, and it's on Audible. And on August 26th, there will be an extra new chapter for her audiobook Loud, which you can listen to. And she narrates the whole thing, so why wouldn't you not want to listen to that audiobook? I think it sounds really fun. So yeah, make sure you get your free 30-day trial at audible.com/2idiotgirls. Now back to the episode. Okay.
Happy for y'all. I don't really want to see this stuff anymore,
No, I don't.
but I kept showing them to Billy because I was like, why do I keep?
Mine was that. You know, I watched Mama Carl.
Oh yeah, it's like this one.
Yeah.
I
watched those. It was
I hate
too
that
long.
one too.
I liked it the first day I saw it, and I thought that's fun. After that, that's enough.
Me too.
Not interesting unless it's Mama Carl's.
I love Mama Carl.
Love her content.
Oh, wishing she was still on the cruise. Honestly, I was enjoying her cruise stuff. I was enjoying it.
Too.
Who was I watching recently? And I was like, I gotta remember to talk about this on the pod.
I've been watching lots of girls that do hair. I love watching hair dyeing videos. I'll watch thousands of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything like. I've been watching a lot of like Spend the Night with Me is like a 28-year-old who lives alone.
I watched a couple of those
been
too.
Seeing a lot of those, loving those.
I watched a couple of those and thought,
keep it up, Queens.
That's what my nighttime routine is.
Keep it up, Queens. Well, I mean, does it make you feel any better to read the comments and see so many people going like, "Wish this was me. Wish I could live alone still."
I mean, I'm very lucky to live alone.
That's
for
what
sure.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many people that are like, "Yeah, wishing this was me."
Like, I haven't had a roommate since I was like 20. I guess you count living with someone. That's a roommate, right? I haven't had a roommate.
Yeah, like a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying living with a roommate is so different from living with a significant other.
That's true.
Like a roommate, I haven't had a roommate since I was like 23.
Yeah, I haven't had a roommate since I was 21.
But I haven't lived with someone.
Well, that's not true. I had it again when I was like 24. Do you count family?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait. Okay, then, yeah. Then I guess you were my roommate. Yeah. I was like 25. That's probably the last time I had one. And then
Same.
living with significant other has been like over 3 years, which is so nice.
I bet.
Anytime I start dating again, I'm like, you can come over, but I do not, and stay the night.
But then you gotta go.
But you need to take your things and leave.
Then you gotta go.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back to the Bonrad.
Wait, really fast for into that. I've been up to date with Bob's Burgers.
Oh yeah, me too.
Every week I watch it, and then I'm like, and then it like never feels worth it to me when it's done, because then it's done, and then I'm sad that there's no more.
And then you're sad that it's done.
Yeah, and then I've been making a really big dent in the Great North. I'm almost at the end of season 3. I love that show so much. To everyone that told me to keep going, you were so right. And I have been watching over the last like 3 months. But Ham is my favorite character. He makes me laugh the most.
The name is funny.
Yeah, the dad's name is Beef, and then his
we
sons
almost named Tuna Ham.
and he looks and acts like a ham. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the dad's Beef, then his son's Wolf, and he's married to Honeybee, who's also one of my favorite characters. I really like her too. I like all of them. There isn't a character I don't like. And then it's Ham, who makes me laugh the most. Ham's also the only gay one, and he talks about being gay all the time. He's really funny. And then Judy, and then Moon. Like, none of the names make any sense, but I love that show.
Like how there's one Judy.
Yeah, she's the only girl, which I always forget.
That's cute.
And then I also forgot to say I watched The Hunting Wives. I didn't mind it. I thought it was chill. Have you seen Whispers of the Show?
I know everything. I feel like I know almost everything about it without having watched it, which is typically my case with most things.
Right. I will say that, like most things that are lesbian, you lesbians, as I'm one of them too, y'all hyped the fuck out of it, and then I watched it, and the lesbian scenes weren't even really tea, if I'm being honest.
Did you see what Victoria Paris said about it?
That it looked like a straight guy, straight person did them, which I thought so too.
Yeah.
And I will say that...
And she said, like, what are these lesbian scenes?
And then she talked also, which is a spoiler if you haven't watched it, seeing the characters sleep with underage kids, I thought
saw
was weird
that too.
I did not get.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, and these fucking wigs.
Yeah, the
and then
wigs.
my mom kept telling me, "Oh, you'll understand why they have wigs." And then I thought like it was gonna be like,
but bad wigs.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be like Pretty Little Liar wigs, where like they wear the bad ones at the beginning, and it's because halfway through the show, it's like
Well, and that's also
flashbacks.
like that takes place in the early 2000s. Like nobody knew any better at the time.
But I thought it was gonna be like Pretty Little Liars, like a show like that where you're trying to figure out, which like, essentially that is what you're trying to figure out while you're watching it.
Okay.
But the reveal was that she ended up getting new hair. So then why wear wig? New hair didn't even do anything.
Maybe that's just her.
It was just. But so
maybe she wanted the drama of the reveal.
I did really enjoy Brittany Snow. I think I love watching her in anything that she's in. And I also Malin
Ackerman.
Yeah, she's really good. I thought all the acting was really good. I just felt like I was telling my friend Mick, like I just felt like there were too many storylines that ended up not doing anything in the end, and it was kind of like they just threw things in there to have in there. Friends, we're gonna take another quick little break, and this is with our friends at Rula. So y'all know that we are huge advocates for mental health, therapy, self-help, things like that. So we're so excited to be partnering with Rula. I know that after I've been through a breakup, that therapy was one of the biggest tools for me to be able to get the help that I needed. And also, it's just so nice to talk to someone who's unbiased and only is there to listen to you and help you. And really, I feel like it helped me kind of dump all my thoughts out, put them in like place where they're supposed to be, and then I was able to really heal and grow at a rate that felt really personal and beneficial to me, because everyone's healing is different. And I truly think that therapy is a huge asset as to why I was able to heal the way that I did. I also love that Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. Think about it. You use your insurance benefits to maintain your physical health. Why would you not do the exact same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable, the experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider. Whether or not they're the right fit, Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. No wait lists, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it easy to find a mental health provider who's accepting new patients and appointments as available as tomorrow. Go to rula.com/2idiotgirls to get started today. That's RULA.com/2idiotgirls for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit rula.com/2idiotgirls to get started. After you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's RULA.com/2idiotgirls. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget. Now back to the episode. And I didn't like that, but I will watch the next season, of course.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fine. Out of 10, I'd give it like a solid like 7.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad at all. I'm up to date. Jason's not, but I'm up to date on Chief of War. Still loving, still entertained. I was telling Billy though, after this last episode, this became clear to me. I feel like there are so many storylines, which you know, because there's lots of moving pieces, which I understand and I love. But I feel like, I was telling you, especially after this one, I feel like they're pacing all of them at the same pace. So it's almost like you need to remember everybody and what they're doing and what their problem is and all of that, like what they're trying to solve, because it's almost like it feels jump cutty. Like this new episode you'll see, especially, it feels really jump cutty. Like there's like, okay, this is all happening. Okay, now we're back here. This is all happening. Okay, now we're back here. This is all happening. And I just feel like with a story as vast and complex, like if you're going to stretch it out, like you know how like I told Billy, like a perfect parallel to that to me is like, you know, on House of the Dragon, obviously there's hundreds of storylines. Game of Thrones, hundreds of storylines. But you know, you spend a great deal of time on like one specific storyline to kind of open that character up, their story, their arc.
And then
like,
they'll do a couple of cuts to just update you on where the other ones are
Yeah,
at.
but for the most part, sometimes they'll focus in on one, and then you grow more empathy and connection to characters. The Bear does the same shit. Like they spend a fuck ton of time, one whole episode on one person, but it gives you more depth and understanding. Sure. This one, I feel like they're all exactly at the same percentage, and it's confusing. And not confusing in like a who's that kind of way. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, so that isn't okay, so that's a problem. Okay, so that's a problem too. Okay. Like you're just trying to keep up with all of it, and it's kind of like I'm just feeling kind of overwhelmed watching it. Still loving it, still stunning. And the story is intriguing. But I want to know, if you feel the same way after you watch this next one, because it's just, there are certain parts where it's just like it fades to the next scene and Billy goes, what the fuck kind of iMovie transition was that?
Yeah, it's a Ken Burns. Like,
Yeah, fade to black. Yeah, and then establishing shot, and then where you're at. Which, like, I get it though. You're trying to move the story along. I think it's probably too because it's the first season. Like I was telling you, first seasons aren't typically the strongest seasons, like compared to the newer ones. If they get greenlit for more seasons,
unless you're the bear.
Unless you're the bear. In which case, like, I'm sure some people looking back would be like, season 1 is nothing compared to season 3. But at the time, it was so different and new. But, which is the same thing with this. I think just like with cultural stories, especially with cultures that people aren't as familiar with, I feel like you got to make it poppy. Like, you got to make it like, okay, and this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Otherwise, people aren't going to buy the show. Which I'm holding space for.
There is just an unbelievable amount of staring.
Big part of it.
And I needed to move a little quicker.
Well, that's why I'm like,
if we
cut down the staring and then focus in on storylines, I feel like it would tighten it up. You know what I'm saying?
A little less staring and brooding, and a little more let's do things.
Let's focus on these and unpack them a little bit. So like I feel like, I hope it gets greenlit for season 2. I hope it's paced better, because I do feel right now it's just like this next, this next. It's just a lot. Let me spend time with them. I want to get to know them a little bit more. You know what I mean? I want to understand them. I want to know who to hate. And I want to form connections with ones that then I will be pissed off later on if they piss me off. You know what I mean?
like that they repeat their names so many times.
Yeah, totally.
So then you don't, like, I watch Hunting Wives. It's by like episode 5. I go, what's that girl's name? The show the whole time. I don't remember.
And this is my bias, but I know everybody's name in Chief of War.
No, but I'm saying I do like that they're always repeating their names, because it was kind of like in like Squid Game. They would never do their names. They would just do the numbers. So I didn't know their real names. And so when they were bringing up names at the end, I go, I don't know who that is.
Who the heck is that?
Yeah, I only know numbers. So I do enjoy that, especially because you're not watching it in English. I do enjoy that they repeat their names so many times. Yeah. Because in our culture, names are so important. And
that's true. First and last names.
That's really cool.
And again, this is my bias, but I am remembering all of their names because of my bias.
Yeah, I am too. But I'm saying
because those are my people.
I am glad that they're doing that, and I do enjoy that.
I know. I'm fully admitting, like, I don't retain white people names nearly as easily, and that I think is a funny way of getting reparations to some extent. That's kind of funny, especially when you look at what the fuck they did. Like, this new episode's crazy in the sense of them discovering what white people are capable of. Like,
right. Just show how evil they really are, you guys.
That's like,
let's get that going.
In the most recent episode of Chief of War, like, you watch Kaiana like really come to terms with what kind of evil they're looking at, like they're facing soon. It's crazy and sad and scary, but like, I got a little nervous too that there was going to be assault of some kind. There wasn't. Okay. If anyone's worried about that too, because that prevents me from watching shit, that's why Dason's my buffer for most things where I'm like, you all remember. That's why I've never seen Euphoria. Even though I tell people I have, because Dason's just given me the cliff notes. So.
And I'll probably do it whenever season 3 decides to come out. Yeah.
Of course, because I can't watch it.
What was I
just in case.
Oh, I finished Dream On Ramona Riley. It's one of Ashley Hank Blake's books. It was really predictable, which I feel like most of her books are, so I didn't mind that, but I read that one really fast.
I just thought of something I want to talk to you about.
And now I'm going to start... I'm going to start Atmosphere. That's what I've been telling people. But then I was talking to my friend Abby. And
I sent you some TikToks that had sapphic romances.
I save all of them. So, and then I bought another one. I forget.
Because some of them were fantasy and some of them were real world ones.
And you know what? Maybe I'll try the fantasy ones and that'll make me
like them.
Because I haven't done any of those. I have a vampire one.
They're so fun. They're so interesting.
But I bought this other one. Well, I bought We Are Liars because Carrie told me it was really good. And then my friend Abby also told me the same thing. Yeah, but I heard the book's better.
Is the show based off the books?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Carrie said that the book is better and that the show's way more dramatic and she couldn't finish
Oh, that's
the show.
right. Yeah, that's right. I remember.
But Abby told me to buy that one. But I just bought Perfume and Pain as well. And then I just bought one.
We laugh and make fun of like the silly ass names of the fantasy ones I read, and then yours are like that. No, they're just kitschy. It's like a different kind of funny.
I know. I get that, yeah.
Perfume and Pain.
I have Sunburned, the physical copy, but I feel like I am more inclined to read things that are on my Kindle because it gives me that little timer at the bottom to tell me how much time is left.
It's literally like a dog with like a bone in front of it and running on a treadmill.
Literally. Oh, and then I just bought My Best Friend's Honeymoon because that one looked really spicy. Saw it on my TikTok, so we'll see.
How spicy are they getting for y'all?
Okay,
in the sapphic book talk community. I'm very curious.
Looking at all the sapphic books I've read. I'm one last stop. Not enough smut. They only have sex like twice in the book. And
I told you, like, I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
You guys better kiss. I'm a grown up.
I agree.
I can read it. Kiss. That's how I feel.
Like other ones I have on my
I hate being
on my
cuffed by a
Kindle
book.
that I need to read is Cleat Cute. I
Perfume and Pain. Cleat Cute.
I have Catch and Cradle. That's a lacrosse one.
Wow, they really like alliteration in the fucking lesbian.
And that's
book
not
talk
even the same
community.
author.
That's even funnier.
It's saying these are all the books I have, but I feel like I have I'm more at home. But in regards to smut, I'm trying to think about it because I've read all of the Ashley Herring Blake books. So that's obviously Dream On Ramona Riley's the newest one.
How many does she have? She have a ton?
I think there's 5. So I've done.
And they're not a series. They're just 5 standalone.
There's 3 that are a series. So
okay.
And they're kind of all in the same universe. That's what I've understood. So like the first one I read was Delilah Green Doesn't Care. That one's I didn't like Delilah Green. I thought she was a pick me the whole book. The smut was good, but like I didn't
pick
like
me
her.
like a straight pick me or pick me in terms of homophobic pick me.
No, it's like it's a pick me lesbian. So it wasn't even like a in that way where they're like I'm not even gay like that. It wasn't like that. It was like she was like I'm just a bad bitch who likes to take pictures and I don't give a fuck about makeup. What are you doing?
So just the standard pick me.
Yeah, but not for because she doesn't like men, so it didn't make sense to me. Anyway, so Dream On.
That's worse.
What was it called? Delilah Green. That one was okay. I just didn't care for her. And then the big reveal at the end, I was like, don't care. The second one is Iris Kelly Doesn't Fail. And Iris is Delilah's half sister or her stepsister or something. So like, see, they're connected.
Yeah.
And then
that's how the Phantasma books are.
Yeah. And then the third one is Iris Kelly Doesn't Date, and that's the best one because the love interest is really hot. And I felt like the storyline, they're all like one's like enemies to lovers. This one is we're fake dating. This one, do you know what I mean?
Love them all.
They're all little tropes, which I don't mind.
I love them
I don't
all.
mind them.
Don't care. The only tropes I hate are, and we all say it together, pregnancy ones.
Yeah.
And being cucked.
But being a lesbian, and then I will say they have different variations of queer people in there. So like, so they're all women. It's all like sapphic women, but some of them are bi, some of them are queer, some of them are lesbians. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
And then Dream On Ramona Riley is about a girl who lives in a tiny town and they're coming to film a movie there. And the book that the movie is based off of is a book that Iris Kelly wrote. So like, see, they're all kind of connected.
She's so me. Putting herself in the story.
And then there's another one. There's like a Christmas one, which I have it, but I just haven't read it. Wait, maybe that's not her. Well, there's another one that she has I haven't read. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to do Atmosphere. I might do We Were Liars to lock into a little straight book for a second and then go back to Atmosphere. I haven't decided yet. But Atmosphere is by the same lady that did Evelyn Hugo. So I'm very excited about that because I did love that book. Yeah,
Carrie has read, she finished the first one and she's like almost halfway through the second one for the Viking books that I've recommended.
Okay.
She sent me, I love when she's reading at a solid pace because she'll text me updates or pictures of her reacting to parts of the book.
Yeah.
And she was like, you had told me that there was a plot twist in the second one, so I was just anticipating it only being in the second one, but there's a huge one at the end of the first book.
Yeah.
She was like, I was literally like in my room. And I was like, were you really? Because I told her I felt like I saw that kind of coming. Also, obviously the way it happens, I couldn't have foreseen. But like, she was like, no, I think I was just so focused on you saying there was a huge one in the second one that I just completely missed it. And I was like, well, I'm glad that it enhanced your reading experience. But I haven't been reading as of right now. As of late, I've been working on my other project, which I finished a big chunk of it yesterday. So, but I'm gonna get back on my reading grind.
Should we get
last I left off was Bridge Kingdom, but I'll keep you guys apprised to what I'm doing.
Oh, and you might do Zodiac Academy next, right?
Yeah, Zodiac Academy. I downloaded the whole thing. I know it's like 90,000 books, so that's why I'm like, I need like to pace myself on that. But I did bookmark this one TikTok where this girl, first of all, can I say something? Sometimes when I'm scrolling on book talk shit, like including on Reels, because I do be looking on Reels, and I see lots of different cosplayers, all in the fantasy book realm, all different kinds of books. I see the edits, I see the fucking fan arts, I see the cosplays, all that shit. Sometimes when I'm in that, in it, sometimes I accidentally like things, and sometimes they're fans, and then they'll put it in their
And
story.
by sometimes it's every time she accidentally does that.
They'll put it in their story, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, no way, she was watching my shit."
It's like cosplay shit. Yeah.
And then I literally feel like, first of all, I didn't mean to like it. I'm just curious, but and that's not no shade to you, Queen. I just like, for me, I never really like anything. Like I try really hard not to, because that's what happens. Also, I just feel like sometimes I feel like I was nude or something when people watch me do things in my spare time.
I feel that.
It feels like people watching me do things in my spare time.
Should we get into the Bonrad of it all?
Yeah, wait, let me finish my thought really quick.
Okay,
I bookmarked one, and the other books that the girl was recommending I didn't really care for, but the very first one was about mermaids, and I said,
Ooh, that's new.
favorited. Gonna hold that one for later. I sent it to Alex, and she goes, this is nuts, because the premise of it was like basically smutty books with like not full humans. So like she was like, I love a weird peen story, so here's some good ones.
I might know the book you're talking about too.
And so there's one with mermaids, there's one with like a minotaur, there's one where he's like a bull, like is like half bull half man. Those ones I can't do, like they scare me.
It's too much.
We're crossing a line. It scares me.
Yeah.
The mermaid one though, I said
No, hold on a second.
bookmarked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so back to more important things, like when Bonrad was trying to kill me.
The summer I turned Bonrad.
The summer Bonrad tried to cancel me on TikTok. Yes, and we both watched the most recent episode,
Yes.
so we will be talking about that, much to the chagrin of Bonrad stans.
Yeah.
Now, when someone posted a funny video about finding out I was Team Jeremiah, I thought it was really funny. I enjoyed it. Then I go in the comments and I see people for real telling me that I must be a MAGA supporter to some extent, solely because of Jeremiah as the character. Like literally telling me I'm a fake activist. I'm a fake performative feminist. Like, and I even posted like they were only white women.
Yeah.
That's not a dig. That's a very literal take, like a very literal description. Like the hundreds of videos and comments I saw of women actually telling me I'm not a real feminist and nothing I've ever done matters anymore. They were all white women, all of them, every single one of them. And what I just find insane, other than the obvious, which is like, this is not a real show. And we should also be allowed to partake in silly pop culture conversations, which for some reason we're not allowed to.
No.
We're not allowed to have takes at all.
No.
Even though you guys continuously ask us for our takes on it. It wasn't even really that. It's more so the fact that the reasoning behind it, which is like, I think Jeremiah is a bad person. Okay, let's just say for argument's sake that let's just take imaginary person.
Okay, friends, we're taking one more quick little break, and this is with our friends at Thrive Market. You know what's more stressful than a packed calendar? Realizing you're out of coffee right before a meeting. That's why I stocked up during Thrive Market's back to school sale. Even if you're not going back to school, this is the perfect time to reset. Thrive makes it easy to shop for high quality pantry staples, snacks, vitamins, even skincare without the errands or the ingredient label deep dives. I just restocked with Aloha protein bars. Those are so good. Simple Mills crackers and my favorite drinks. Everything delivered fast, and I saved up to 25%. Their filters make shopping by diet or lifestyle a breeze, and their healthy swaps tool helped me upgrade my usual buys with zero label stress. Now's the best time to try Thrive Market. You'll get up to 25% off select items, and new members get 30% off their first order plus a free gift. Go to thrivemarket.com/2idiotgirls to start saving. The sale ends August 31st. Don't miss it. Now back to the episode.
Person off the table. Okay, by that same measure, I think Conrad's a bad person. And their response to that is, no, he's not. How am I supposed to debate with you, girl?
Well, see, you don't have media literacy, so that's why you
That's
don't get it.
that's
Yeah.
literally like, how am I supposed to have the conversation with you when you've like clearly made up your for whatever fucking reason?
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
who cares past that?
We
But
were
like,
recapping to my mom the entire plot of the whole show.
right.
And I was telling her, mind you, at the very beginning, he is dating a girl.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that part, if
still
I'm being real.
fucking around.
Because I don't give a
flirting
fuck
with
about
Belly.
Conrad, so.
He's still fucking around.
Yeah, and he's so fucking mean to her. If you go back and rewatch season, he's actually so fucking mean to her. But that's besides the point. Because one part I forgot about is he puts his fucking hands on her in the book. Conrad. He like shakes her and scares her multiple times in the third book. The second time Jeremiah intervenes and they fucking fight. And I forgot about that.
Is that the night of the bachelor or bachelorette party?
I think so. And they fucking fight. That's my point. That's why I'm like, that's all besides the point. Because someone once said the whole point of a love triangle is quite literally everybody has faults and everybody has pluses, like positive things about them. That's kind of the whole fucking point, because you're like, if I pick this one, this is awesome, but this sucks. If I pick this one, one's awesome and this one sucks. That's the whole fucking point of a triangle. Yeah. I love triangles. Like if you look at Bella and Edward and Jacob, Peeta, Gail, Katniss, Elena, Damon, Stefan, like they're fun because they're not real. And we can all suspend disbelief even for a moment, right? But that's besides the point, because the shit got not funny really fucking fast. Because when I have grown ass women telling me this show for preteens about a bitch getting her fucking boobs is somehow telling you that, I don't know, I'm looking at you differently. Okay, well, so am I. I'm looking at you differently too. So now what? Like, who gives a fuck, bro? I don't care. Honestly, I really don't. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's truly the TikTok of it all. And
yeah, it's the same with like, it's like the most toxic fandoms. Like, I don't know what the fuck your guys' problems are, but it's like getting to a point where it's like you are killing the joy of like teen fandoms. Like, you guys never would have fucking survived, first of all, in the Edward and Jacob of it all. Like, those fandoms were enormous and went on for decades. They still are. Like the Hunger Games, same thing. But either way, like, you're killing the joy of it. Like, this is why women love to commune, because we can all key and have a good time. And this kind of bullshit ass fucking uppity righteous belief that like whatever your take is the right one, otherwise I'm gonna fucking hate everybody else. What is the matter with y'all, bro? Like, and this is also, to me, speaks to a larger issue of like there are many things that say like younger generations don't have community anymore. And it's like one of those sayings that's like everyone wants a village but no one wants to be a villager. It, to me, like when you guys see us with friends and you write things like, I wish I had friends like this, right? I know this isn't the case all the time, but sometimes the people who act like they were towards me about this Bonrad fucking bullshit, that's why you don't have friends, because the way that you think and feel is so like self-centered. It's so narcissistic.
Well, have you seen
void of empathy?
I've seen the
like
trend on TikTok where people, specifically I've seen women talking about it, where they're like, where did we come up with this? Like, I don't owe anyone anything. Because you don't. If you think about it literally. Like, if there's very specific relationships I can think about where I'm like...
Yeah, there's context
there's nuance,
required. Yeah.
But, like she's like, you had a bad day, so you're not going to your best friend's birthday. You're a bad friend.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, it's... And that is what... Everyone wants a village, but no one wants to be a villager. Like, that's... And this is, like, such a... You want to really fucking super woke leftist fucking go there about this bullshit ass, like, oh, well, it's just the larger issue of, like, if you support someone who cheats, then clearly you're not for the girls. Like, whatever fucking white feminist bullshit you guys are trying to rip out of this ridiculous show that's for nothing more than giggles, right? Like, for those fucking people right there, like, you're the kind of person I'm talking about, where it's, like... It's unbearable to even just like have a silly conversation with you about shit that doesn't mean anything. Like, and it's just this very narrow like perspective to me. Like, you have such a self-centered void of empathy lens, because you can't put yourself. That's the whole point of what, they say you should read more fiction, because especially men, because it forces you to put yourself in someone else's shoes, and it helps you develop empathy to some extent. That's the whole point of shit like this too, is to empathize, is to like go into the shoes of the characters and really understand like
different experiences
and what people are going through. Like the way that some of you, the defense counsel of this fake Conrad person, right? They're always like, he was going through a lot. Okay, if I told you that about Belly, if I told you that about Jeremiah, why is there only one that you're able to do it? I know why. Because you want to fuck him. That's why. You want to fuck the guy who plays Conrad, not even Conrad, because again, he's not real. You are sexually and physically attracted to that actor. That's okay. If you say that, then we can fucking move on, and then we won't have to have this conversation. But that's besides the point, because I'm 30 and nothing is ever that fucking serious. And on a very real note, that type of shit where the Bonrad people were holding me at gunpoint is why I took my break in the first place. Because that kind of mentality, like that like mob mentality to just dogpile people for no valid reason. There are valid reasons to call people out, whatever the fuck. A Bonrad take is not the reason. It's not the reason. Like when you guys say shit like, oh, like we need to cancel. So the fact that nobody cares, nobody forget. You guys don't use that shit for real. There are people that should be deplatformed, like actually should be, because they are genuine criminals, predators, fucking weirdos, offensive people, like all that shit. There are genuine people that should be deplatformed, but those guns are never pointed at them. I think that we can all agree that this is not the thing to hang your hat on about. You should not be using the samurai turned pretty as a means to determine whether or not someone's a bigot. You should not be doing that. That is wildly irresponsible. That's irresponsible, and that's the most Gen Alpha bullshit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah. Well,
like, what team are you on? I bet I know who you voted for. If you're being serious when you say that, you need to go outside. Well, you need to go talk to a real person.
I was going to say that they're like, oh, so you condone cheating? You guys wanted Belly to cheat in this last episode, right?
And we're going to get into that now. Because one thing I never want to hear again, let me tell you something. One thing I never want to fucking hear again is I don't want to hear shit about cheating, bitch. Not only that, but Belly's been cheating. So has Conrad. They've been emotionally cheating.
All of them have been. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, isn't that kind of the point? Like, and also, like, what's crazy is in the Jeremiah Belly who cheated thing, in this last one of them was honest about cheating. One of them is not going to be.
I was gonna say, my friend Mick said, what did you think? And I wrote, I wanted to shoot Belly with a gun at the end. And then I wrote, I cried when Laurel went to the bridal shower, because I did.
Me too. I literally sobbed when they were making eye contact, and then they were walking towards each other. Billy looked at me and I was like, oh, that one got me.
And then I wrote, and for the love of God, please stop with Taylor, Steven, and Denise. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Here's what I'll say about Taylor and Steven. If I'm being real, they're carrying the show on their back. Those actors carrying the show on their fucking back. I think Taylor's killing it.
Can I say something about Steven?
Please.
He's been so much more handsome the last couple episodes. What's going on? I don't give a fuck about his storyline, but what is going on there? What did he do different? I've been trying to figure it out every episode. He's using some bronzing drops or something, because he looks beautiful.
They've really stepped it up with his style this season. Like, and his hair and makeup. I'm so dead ass. Like,
the perm is a move.
Yeah, the perm, like the curls and the shit. No, they gave him some sauce this season. They said, hold up. Steven's kind of.
I'm looking at him.
No, I'm really looking at him.
I don't care about that.
I know. Well, also, like, the fucking. I just thought of Ian, because Ian texts me every week. He texts me to ask me for updates on what I thought, and he went on a rant. He sent me like 3 voice notes in a row of him ranting about how much he hates Denise. Like, he's like, I just don't care about that bitch. I'm
tired of that trope.
Yeah, just like, oh yeah, I bet so. I bet you'd want to serve me, huh, Nepo baby, whatever the fuck. Like, when they were sitting there eating the burger and fries in the office, I was like, if I was Jeremiah, I'd be like, shut up, both of you, shut up.
I know.
Go to your desk. I'm gonna tell my dad.
Her standing over Steven, I'm like, what am I watching?
Billy was telling me, he's like, at this point, I don't want to watch the main 3 anymore. I only want to. He goes, and then it cut to the scene with.
He doesn't know anything. Don't listen to him.
With the dad and the brothers, and then he goes, I'd rather watch these 3.
No, he's so rough. The way the dad cucks the fuck out of Jeremiah every 5 minutes.
No, at the dinner, dog. Okay,
you guys watch Jeremiah get treated like that, and you don't feel bad for him. And then I saw a TikTok that said, and you know what I think? I think Jeremiah has always craved, like, everyone who's older than him that he looks up to, he wants the validation so bad. Yeah. And they were saying, and if you really look at the way Conrad treats him, he is not kind to him.
Yeah, like his dad.
He's nicer to Steven than he is to Jeremiah.
That's true. And you know what? The scene at the table when he goes, do you know how bad that is for you? And he goes, well, and he goes, oh, is it? And he goes, oh, I'm studying medicine. He goes, well, I'm studying medicine. He goes, are you? I thought you were taking up carpentry. He got a giggle out of me, bitch. You know what I mean? And then he goes,
at this point, I'm going to start being mean to both of you.
Yeah, he's like, your brother told me you've been ripping up all the walls at the house. What are you doing over there, huh? Wasting more time? I'm not even kidding. I said, oh my God.
That dad is evil.
And honestly, he has a fan in me. At this point, fuck those two boys, bitch.
The dad is evil.
And I swear to God, if you clip that and they're like, she supports someone, don't fucking piss me off.
The dad is evil.
The dad is so evil, dude. And the way that he was just unleashing a barrage of insults on his only two children. What the fuck?
You're not tired? It's crazy.
And then him just like he quits stalking one to start opening fire on the other.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what's funny is when they were in the car and then he has the fucking nerve to bringing his side hoe to the wedding.
Yeah.
And they're both kind of like, Jeremiah tells him like, hey dude, drop it. Right? Like without saying it. I think to myself, oh, they locked eyes in that rearview mirror. I was like, you know, we both want to fuck the same girl, but I forgot we're united against hating our fucking dad.
We have a common enemy right here.
And it's our dad. Kill him. We hate him. Like, that's literally like, I felt them lock in together because they're like, oh, right. We both hate our fucking dad. And our mom's gone and that sucks. You know what I mean?
So I guess.
I guess I don't hate you even though you're dating the girl I love.
Yeah.
And the ending scene, bro.
I saw someone say, why were her and Conrad acting like he just lost a limb and came in? It was just like cut on his leg. I go, I thought
you
the
know
same
good
thing.
and goddamn well why they were acting like it needed
And guys-
emergency
and
surgery.
guys, we all know that I usually agree with White Boy of the Month every single time. Or Boy of the Month, whoever it is, White Boy, whatever boy it is. I'm usually locked in, even as a lesbian. I almost said a bad word. But in that scene, I've just never found him attractive. And I don't think that's a dig on anyone. But I was just like, I don't get it when I'm watching it. I felt so lesbian in that scene watching it. I was like, what is this? I don't get it. I don't get that. But then when Belly and Jeremiah were jumping in the pool to Delicate by Taylor Swift.
Well, this one they was False Idol or something.
Yeah,
like
False
that.
God, which
False
I also
God, yeah.
I was like that. But the Archer came on in my car the other day, and I literally couldn't stop crying. Anyways, I just watch when I think about that scene of them laying in the pool and Delicate is playing and they're linking pinkies. I was on all fours, like screaming. When he caught her at the party, I got that. And I don't even know that it's the actor because I think he's handsome. I'm not saying that, but I don't think they have any chemistry.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it either.
So honestly, that's why that's why I'm Team Jeremiah. But I also just like how Jeremiah treats her better. But I'm not saying I agree with cheating. I'm not saying
my thing is like I think that she has chemistry with everyone.
Yeah.
I just don't know and here's why, because like in those shots, like they have to have chemistry with you.
Yeah.
To some extent. Like you have to feel it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, not feeling it. But you know, I'm a bad person to ask because like white guys are not my thing. So like when I see it, it immediately makes me go, you know what I'm saying? Like I bristle immediately. I already know that about myself. And that includes both brothers.
Yeah.
Both of them. It's not just one, it's both of them. Like they both make me feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like they both get that reaction from me. But that end scene, I was like, I literally told Billy, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Turn it off.
Dead ass, cut the fucking cameras. I can't watch this shit. Like, and it's mostly because I'm like, we all know what's going to happen. It's just, why are you making me die by 1,000 paper cuts? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going to fucking happen. Also, when she's at the bridal shower and like literally tweaking because she can't remember that fact and shit. And then her mom, like she's having a freak out at everything that makes the wedding more real. At what point as her mother do you go, do you even want to do this? Like even her friend, like her best friend, she can't be like, you look like you want to shoot yourself. Do you still want to get married or no?
Let's like not do it.
Yeah, let's like, you look like really unhappy. Do you maybe like not want to do it? That being said though, when she pulled up to the house and she's feeling sad and she saw all the decorations and she came out and got her, I cried too because I said sisterhood is so important. Sisterhood is so important. You know what I mean?
That's my favorite relationship in the show.
Is the two of them.
Is Taylor and Belly.
Yeah, I agree. And like her kind of talking her off the ledge a bunch of times, especially with her mom, before her mom came back in the picture.
Shout out to, I'll give Conrad that. He convinced Laurel to come.
I will. And I saw a video today that said, what about Conrad is what makes her come? It's not her screaming, sobbing daughter. It's not her husband who wants to support their daughter. And it's not Jeremiah, the man her daughter wants to marry. It's fucking Conrad. Why? And then that's why she was saying, I think I would be more willing to like hear you out on that side if any of that was explained. Like she was saying, like, for example, why was Jeremiah going through and stressing about paying hospital bills when his mom was living on hospice, but now he opened a line of credit and doesn't understand he has to pay it back? Yeah. And like, why would he open a line of credit for baseball tickets or whatever the
Hockey
fuck
or whatever it was?
Yeah, when he comes from money, like why? None of those things are explained.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, he sucks now. New ship. Everyone get on board, right? So she was saying that's why I'm like, this shit sucks because like nothing's being explained to me. Like I would be more than willing to let him go if you guys would explain to me why it's no longer like the right thing to do for Belly. Also, she's getting married anyways. She gets married regardless. Isn't the whole fucking point she's too young?
I don't think she marries Conrad.
In the book, she does.
No, they get engaged. I think they just get together, and I think they get married later, if I remember correctly. I read the books a long time ago. I might be wrong, to be honest.
Either way, she still ends up with him. They still stay engaged.
Also, I did want to let you know that everyone in the comments said that ginger beer is non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Well, I said I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Mm-hmm. Someone will correct me regardless.
And then the avoidant people were very mad. Last video.
Add it to my tab, bro.
They were very mad.
I am racking up an enormous tab of dumb ass things for people to be mad at me for. Like I have a running list.
The avoidant one I get, but I also, if it doesn't apply to you, then why would you apply it to yourself?
Well, not me. Okay, then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Then not you.
Not you. Yeah.
Okay, then.
I'm talking about all the avoidant people I have.
Then Mark saved on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm talking about avoidant people I have personally met, and I'm saying that you need to work on yourself.
And also, I can say avoidant because if it's not you, then I'm not talking about you.
Should we get into our advice questions?
Yeah. Wait, there was something else I was gonna say that you reminded me of. Oh, when I was saying dumbass list of things that people are getting mad at me for.
Yeah.
Before Bonrad was gonna kill me, it was farting people, big farters.
Right.
Big Fart was mad at me.
Yeah.
I was taking a lot of guff from Big Farty because people who fart a bunch were mad that I said I don't really fart that much in front of my partner. And then there were people writing think pieces in the comments saying I'm clearly so insecure around my partner that I feel like I can't fart.
Right.
When that's not what I said. What I said
and
was...
I also can tell who you voted for because you don't fart in front of your partner. That's also what I took from that as well.
So you're a pick-me. Right. Okay, so pick-me's are the ones who don't want to fart. I just said I don't have gas like that. Like, that's all I said.
And then I live and they go, well, I do. Why are you just offering this information on the internet?
Congrats!
Like, well,
congratulations!
Not me. I'm a big farty. Why? I don't care. Why are you telling me this?
And if anything, you bragging about how many farts you have and you not caring how much you fart in front of
pick-me
men, that makes you a pick-me!
Not me. I rip ass all the time. Okay.
And they're like, oh, hot girl, no stomach problems. I said, I have those. It's just lactose intolerance. And when I eat heavy...
See, you don't need to explain all that to them.
And when I have heavy cream, I have hot butt. I'm giving Rafiki.
Now
you guys
what?
have no idea the battles I fucking fight. And you just want to get mad at me about farts. Like, I'm sick of it. First, we have Fartgate. Then we have Bonrad Gate. Oh, no. Before that, we had Love Island fucking Gate. Bonrad Gate. And Love Island, what was said was we're not allowed to comment on it because we haven't watched it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like...
No, it's not even that we're not allowed to. It's that we're spreading misinformation. That's what it said. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm talking about whether or not I thought Huda was cool in the villa, and now I'm gonna...
That's the thing is, like, I couldn't even have those things because, as you said, I wasn't watching it.
I'm spreading misinformation. Stop. About to piss me off.
Oh, man. See, if some of you are feeling, once again, a haircut of some kind, know that what's meant to be will be. And I'm working on something. And if you keep pissing me off, best believe I'm going to see you soon.
Yeah, I got a little I got a little tree and I'm working on something.
If you keep bringing dumbass things
about to
my
get my
doorstep,
look back from 2016 with my little tree in your hair.
With me, a branch, and a lock of your hair, bitch. I'm going to town.
Okay, so we're doing part 2 of advice. Honestly, we'll probably do part 3 because these are always kind of my favorite videos because they're so easy. And I'm going off of my Instagram Q&A that y'all were sending in stuff last week. And we're doing all of these anonymous and neutral pronouns because I didn't it doesn't leave space for me to ask you that. So this first one says how to discern whether people can grow versus to not date for potential, specifically for lesbians. But I'm gonna be so real for you. It's pretty similar across the board.
Yeah.
So how to discern?
It feels like it would be different, but it's not. If anything, with women. Dating women, I feel like it can be harder.
Because when they lie, you're like, why would you lie? You're a woman. Only
yeah,
men
well,
do
because
that.
and women are so much naturally more empathetic and like understanding, and that can be used for good or evil.
So how to discern people can grow versus don't date for potential? I feel like they show that to you. Like when you're going through issues or things are happening, like you give them that opportunity to grow, and then if they don't want to, which it's not even that they can't, it's that they don't want to, then you're like, okay. And then you have to look like it is, because I deal with that a lot as someone who has overcome limerence, and I'm really, really bad at it. But this year,
we're working on it.
Yeah, but this year I've been really good at it. Is seeing like my therapist.
We're still working on it, though.
No, I know, but my limerence was not bad this year. Last year was horrible, but this year specifically, I feel like I got a better grip on that. And something I talk about in therapy is my therapist always talks about like meeting people where they're at. So like truly seeing where people are at. People might put on a character for you or like act like they like certain things on you that you can't tell because you're just it's been a month. I don't know that you're lying or making up things that are, that seem unnatural to you, but you'll see it. Like they're like I've recapped things to you where I'm like I didn't see it at first, and then a couple weeks later they'll do something else that goes against what they were initially showing me, and I'll be like, okay, this is who you really are. And the character, I can't control how people act when they first meet me, or first dating me, but I feel like that's where discernment comes into play. And I feel like with my discernment, I've tried to really align it with my you're fine. I've really tried to align it with my my intuition. So like as soon as my stomach or my head feels like there's something weird or you did something I didn't like, I'll bring it up. And then if they're like, okay, and they won't do it again, that makes me feel really good. Then that's me using discernment and being like, I'm using my like out loud, like what I do when I don't like, or I don't enjoy, or what makes me feel comfortable or uncomfortable out loud. And if they're receptive to that, then that feels really good. But if it's in regards to growing and changing, they show that really fast. Like I would say within the first couple months, whether or not they're willing to change.
Yeah. I mean, it can be hard to like, when you talk about it in that way too, like it can be hard when you're trying to distinguish between someone who genuinely makes a mistake and then someone who's like actively not trying to grow and be better.
Yeah. Like
the line can get very blurred. I agree with what Day said. I think also it depends on I think to me an obvious tell is intuition, first of all, but a lot of women especially ignore intuition.
Yeah.
So let's just take that off the table. I think an enormous one and an obvious one is how they react when you bring problems to their feet. Like when you tell them like, hey, I have a problem with this, or this hurts my feelings because, or it really hurt me when you did this because. How they react in that moment will tell you whether or not they are genuinely confused and trying to understand and they're really sorry they hurt you. Like, or if they're like, that's fucking stupid and you're stupid for reacting that way to what I did. Like, that's obviously a very crass way of saying it, but their reactions to you bringing them conflict and telling them, hey, this is a problem, I think will indicate whether or not that person needs to be right about it not being a problem, or if they understand it doesn't really matter because at the end of it, they still hurt you and that wasn't their intention. I think that is what makes it obvious whether or not this person is willing to grow and change with you and just genuinely you were misaligned in some way, or if that person has zero interest in growing with you. They just don't want you to be mad at them and you're annoying when you're mad at them or upset with them anyway. So I think like, for example, if you told someone like, hey, it bothers me when you're late, right? Like when you show up late to dates, like it makes me feel unappreciated. If they're like, are you fucking kidding me? I still got there. Why would you be upset? I was like 5 minutes late. Or they'll say, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be late. Like this, sometimes things get away from me and it's not an excuse and I'm very sorry and I'm going to do my best to work on it. Those are two different reactions, right? One is like trying to evade accountability. Mm-hmm. The other is acknowledging that regardless of context, right? What happened is your feelings are valid. They hurt you unintentionally. They don't want you to think that they wanted to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good marker to use in the beginning when you're trying to figure somebody out. Yeah. Like it's just the first time you have, the first time they do something that upsets you or hurts you, bring it up to them. And depending on how they react, I think will tell you whether or not their intentions are good.
I will say too, something I've learned recently is that it doesn't matter how much discernment I use. I mean, it does matter because I need to use it all the time, but it doesn't matter because if they're going to be a shitty person, like outside of my discernment, I did everything I was supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that's bad people. But again, you can clock that early. You know what I'm saying? Like whether or not they're a bad person or
I know.
Or they're a selfish person or they're a dismissive person, right? An inconsiderate person. Those are things you can catch early. Obviously, you can't control what people do. So like if they make terrible choices that hurt you beyond repair, then they're just a fucking bad person. You know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
But yeah,
1,000%.
that's what I would do if I were you.
We've gotten a lot that said how to stop procrastinating. Girl, I wish I knew because I'm really bad at that.
Sometimes I like to set goals, like little goals for myself. So for example, like if I wanted to watch the new Summer I Turned Pretty, I'll tell myself I'll watch it after I finish this.
I can do that too, yeah.
That's what I do. I'll just set little markers.
I tend to procrastinate on things that I know are important, which is bad, but like it'll be like,
or just things that are gonna take a long time.
Yeah, and then I do it and it doesn't take time at all. It was way faster. I get like embarrassed when I have to do things, so then I'll be like, why am I I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'll be like, why am I tying my worth
things alone in her room?
Yeah, my brand deals that I have to do. Why am I tying my worth to my brand deal? And I'm like, I'm just doing a brand deal, and then that usually helps me get out of my procrastination slump a little quicker.
True. Also, like a logistical thing, I put on headphones and like play something, like nothing that will distract me. I don't look at TikTok. I'll put on like my favorite album or my favorite Broadway musical, and I'll just go do what I gotta do while I'm listening to it. Sometimes I'll throw in an energy drink. I could crash through a wall.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
Captain America.
Someone said, how do you break up with someone on good terms?
I don't know. I'll be so real. Don't know. I really don't.
You know what? Because I've only been in one real relationship. Everything else has been a blip in my life. In that relationship, I tried to end it a few times, and so did she. We were trauma bonded, so we didn't, and it's not good, right? We're baby lesbians together. We both times we tried to end it was on the amount of times we did was on good terms, like
trying to be
on good terms, and like it's good terms meaning like obviously like if I'm breaking up with you, like you're gonna be sad, maybe like let's just pretend you're sad, and like that's gonna make me feel bad, which is probably why you end up staying together, which is what I did for 8 years. The last 4, I remember we both tried to break up with each other, mostly me. And it was because I just felt like we weren't connecting the way that I thought romantic relationships should feel. It definitely felt like roommates. We were, friends. And so I'd be like, well, why don't we break up? Like we both decide to do it. Cause I thought it was like, maybe she's embarrassed.
Like a pride thing.
Yeah. Like we both do it. So like, we'll be like, oh, we ended amicably. We both decided to do it and we're just going to be friends. I think if you're open and honest, and then it would wrap all the way back around and we end up staying together.
I think it's very specific to the person.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
and I only know for lesbians, but I'm telling you every other
for men, I would say, don't.
Yeah.
Like don't unless you have kids.
Yeah, because like you want to think about why you're trying to do it on good terms. So like in lesbian relationships, it's because like this is your best friend and we do everything together. But I also,
which can be the case for heterosexual ones,
but I'm only speaking through lesbian words. Is that like I have to also think too? Is that selfish of me to want to do it on good terms so I can still have access to you?
Yeah,
because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I also don't want to fuck over what I want.
I agree. Yeah, and it's I feel like too. I mean, again, like I'm not saying you can't be friends.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, and maybe they're gonna jump me for this too. Let me know if they do. I've said before, I feel like it's just too much. Like if I'm being real, like there is no reason for me to still be your friend. Like that's how I feel. Like I genuinely am like people I've dated in the past, like I don't need to be your fucking friend. If I'm being real, like we don't need to be friends. Like, and not all of them ended like bullshit. Like most of them did, but most of them were just kind of like, I think we're done.
Yeah.
So I feel like unless you have children and for the sake of children, because you're going to be in each other's lives forever anyways, like, and you want to make that work, I think that's very possible. I've seen so many co-parent situations where it's working out wonderfully and the parents get along in a very amicable, professional, friend-like way. I think that's very possible. I think if you do not have children at all, I can't imagine a reason you would need to stay friends. But I can't speak for lesbians. I know that lesbian dynamics work very differently. In my opinion, even harder, to be quite honest. So the real and true, honest to God answer to your question is I don't know. I don't know how you break up and still stay cool. Because
you know what, maybe you take like a
that's just not been my experience.
Yeah, maybe you guys set like good boundaries where you're you need to anyways, but maybe it's like, oh, like let's go no contact for 6 months.
Yeah, I think that
let's revisit it, and then we'll see if
I honest to God agree with that. I feel like you need to be apart. Like you need to not talk at all, especially if you were together for a really long time. You need to not talk at all for at least a period of time, and then kind of see if you even still want to be friends.
Yeah.
Like most oftentimes the answer will probably be no, because there's no need. There's no need. I don't want you near me anymore. But that's been my experience with breakups. So,
yeah, I'm not friends with any of my exes. I go
Me
no
either.
contact, and I don't want to. I've dated people,
and I don't want to be.
No, and I've dated people who are friends with their exes, and in the experience that I have seen with them, it's in a selfish way.
I agree.
Like I'm holding on to this person because there's a trauma bond there, which I had one with my first ex, but I went full no contact.
We've had very serious conversations with friends when we were like, "You're being selfish."
Yeah, so
that's unfair to her.
Think about that.
Yeah, we've actually had very serious conversations with friends about stuff like that.
Well, I can't live without her. Okay, but then what does she do? Just wait around for you? It's you know what I mean. So
and they agreed with us.
Yeah,
and it worked out for the best.
I mean,
which was not
everyone's
friends.
different, but that's my
which
experience.
was not friends.
Yeah.
At the end of the rainbow, that's where we ended.
It's that, yeah. Oh, you're friends with that girl you used to date. Okay, and it's because you.
And I just think like, and can I say again, when someone else comes into your life and you want to be with that person, you're like, oh well, we used to date, but we don't anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary. It's complicated for no reason. It doesn't need to be. And again, this isn't applying to people with children. Not that. Just singles. Childless people only. That's what I'm talking about.
Also, you can have a different opinion. That's fine, but this isn't too hot take, so I'm not asking for your take at the. Sorry, this is my
also,
experience.
Just tell me to go fuck myself. That's fine too. You could just tell me go fuck yourself. I hate your take.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
Please just tell me that instead. Please.
I was gonna say the avoidant thing.
Bean salad.
Yeah.
What if I don't like beans? What if I'm allergic to beans? Then don't eat this salad.
No, but like it was like, did you know attachment is you're telling me to go read a book? I have read Attached. I do understand attachment theory. I do know that attachment stems from childhood. I understand that as someone who has really delved into all 3 different types of attachment styles.
Damn, bro, fucking YouTube University.
Yeah,
I
do know that. But I think
oh my God, I'm so sick of it.
I don't know. I think you can heal your attachment style. And that's what I'm saying. From my experience, having dated mostly avoidant people, and there was one really, really bad one, which was like disorganized, mostly avoidant. It was unfair. That relationship to me felt really unfair. And it to me felt like you need to work on you before you date anyone else.
Well, and also like, again, only hit dogs holler. If you felt called out by that shit, maybe it's because you're being called out for your shit. Have you thought about that? Like, if it gets you going that badly, bitch, look inward. You're no better than the men that I make fun of, bro.
Yeah,
like when I make fun of fucking men, when I tell them how bigoted certain things are, and these bitches want to come in my shit and tell me I don't do that. Well, congratulations. I wasn't talking to you. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I said this once, and I don't even remember what the fuck it was about. Oh, it was when I was defending trans women. I said too, the minute that some of you learn that not every single fucking thing ever said ever in the history of time or the internet is only applicable to you, as soon as you let that go, the internet will be far more enjoyable for you. You'll have a lot more fun consuming content when you don't think the world revolves around fucking you. Oh my God, it's bean salad. I'm so sick of it. Like the way that people are like, I don't do that. When I'm saying like, you know what's funny is like penguins piss me off because they're black and white. And then a fucking flamingo comes to me and goes, I'm not black and white. Yeah, I know, bitch. I wasn't talking to you. Well, I'm not. And I think it's fucked up because we're both birds. So Kind of seems like you're not really a bird's bird. Kind of feels like you're not that. Kind of seems like everything you've ever said is fucking bullshit because you're not a bird's bird.
It's the same with like Team Bonrad. Like they're like, oh, so you condone cheating. Have you ever been cheated on?
I have.
And it feels fucking horrible.
And you know what? I bet you haven't because you're 15. They're always children.
I'm just saying.
I'm so sick of it.
Everyone that's ever been on the internet ever is the most victimized, like hurt person in the world.
And the smartest person in the world.
Yeah,
because
the
amount of bitches that were telling me I had zero media literacy. Zero.
That's why I vote
This
reading
is a
that
why-
comment. Did you know that attachment theory?
Yes, I did.
Because I went through a breakup at the beginning of this year and I read Attach and let them. Yeah, I did. You ever been down so bad you're reading dating books? Yeah, I did.
Have you guys ever read Daring Greatly?
Yeah.
You should.
In the middle of a breakup, you should.
Have you done 75 Hard? That's what I did. Like, it's just, where does it end? Where does it start? Where does it stop? Like, what's the fucking point?
But
like,
that's what I'm saying.
Holy
and
shit,
all
dude.
the comments from avoidant people. I mean, I'm not like trying to talk shit to you. I'm just saying that like, because I've seen this on TikTok because of course that's where everything happens.
Yeah.
You guys are the most hated people in the world according to avoidant people. They're like, oh, no one talks about anxious.
And you know who else is avoidant? Conrad.
Yeah. And I never once said on here
the irony is killing
that
me.
avoidant people don't deserve love or attention or I never said that. If you meet someone, because you know why, as someone who I'm very securely attached and I have been anxious
and anxious attached.
But I was thinking about my anxious attachment. I never put it on my partner. Like most anxiously attached people will be like, can you text me every 5 seconds so I know?
Not necessarily.
But I'm saying stereotypically, that's what they do. Well, my anxious attachment is honestly all inner turmoil. It becomes my problem at all times.
That still bleeds into your partner though.
I'm
trying to save you from them. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, you know me is how I'm saying how I am as an anxious
Jason,
partner.
I know that. So am I. I'm telling you, the anxious stuff, even though I turn inward, it does go on my partner when it is killing me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I'm explaining that for anyone else. The same way that avoidant attachment styles are in some way, shape, or form also your responsibility to temper or check in with or keep track of. It applies to everybody else too. That includes anxious attached people.
Yeah.
Anxiously attached people can also be very harmful partners. They can also project their feelings and emotions that they're responsible for onto their partners. That is also fucking true. It's literally the whataboutism like of it all is the part that's frustrating because you are not the center of the universe. Just like I'm not the center of the universe.
Yeah, that's why I'm only sharing my experience with avoidant people.
So when you hear it, if you want to participate in the discourse, that's fine. If you want to disagree, that's also fine. What we're not going to fucking do is cast morality judgments on people solely because of this thing that I personally do not agree with. Like, that's the part, like, you guys are mistaking for some reason politics and literal opinions. Like, you guys are conflating them as if they're one and the same. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're fucking not. Like, that also exists. The separation of church and state also fucking exists, which is why the media literacy thing was killing me and pissing me off to the point where I was really gonna fucking freak out about it. And it's because it is such an insult to my intellect, my platform, and just my overall IQ as a whole for you to tell me that me liking Team Jeremiah makes me anti-feminist. That is an insult to my intellect and my fucking platform. Just like it would be an insult to Dayson's intellect to condescendingly tell her she needs to read more books on attachment theory. Go fuck yourself, first of all. Second of all, you don't know jack shit about what I know about attachment theory. And third of all, I wasn't fucking talking to you.
No,
I wasn't talking to you.
If
bro.
it doesn't apply to you.
If it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's a very, very easy thing to do.
I don't like beans. Well, beans are my favorite food.
Yes, the bean salad of it all. It's literally the not all men. I explicitly said that white women were the only ones literally calling me a bigot because of this Bonrad shit. And then I had white women respond, why do you have to say white women? Holy fuck, bro. You guys don't listen when I talk. You guys don't listen. Talk about lack of media literacy. You guys didn't read what the fuck I said? I said because those are the only women attacking me. That's why. Why would you say that, though? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's crazy how entitled people like that on the internet are and also how much they weaponize incompetence. Mm-hmm. How does that work? How can you know every single thing in the history of time ever and also know nothing at all to the point where I have to handhold you?
Yeah, like
how is that possible?
We got this comment that said, I was worried about being in a relationship while having an avoidant attachment style, but my therapist said it's okay. See, you said therapist? Oh, well, some of the avoidant people that some of us meet are not going to therapy.
We also didn't say you don't deserve to be in a relationship.
No,
we
I never
said
said
that you should
I think you need to work on
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
But this person said, my therapist said it's okay as long as I'm truly working on it. I'm avoidant versus my partner is anxious. Okay, but knowing that about each other.
Which is typically how it happens.
Yeah, but knowing that about each other from day one, we've put things in place to make sure both needs are being met. And
that's literally me and Billy.
A bunch of examples in there. And
that's literally me and Billy. That's me.
Really good.
I'm going to give you a real life example. That's me and my partner.
Oh, is he avoidant?
Yes, very,
okay.
very much so. And I
just said 5 seconds ago that he doesn't deserve to be in love. So make sure you tell him that. I said that about him. Apparently.
Guys, I have terrible news. We're calling off the wedding.
Yes,
because Jason said they're not allowed to be.
No, guys.
And that's why that right there is a perfect
Kim
example.
Davis is keeping gay people from getting married. I'm gonna keep avoidant people from getting married,
and I'm gonna keep Bonrad people from getting married. So we'll do it together. It's so silly. Please stop. You're killing me.
Please
you're
stop.
You're killing me, and you're killing fun. The internet is not fun anymore, and that's why.
If you're an avoidant like the person I just described, good for you. I don't know. I don't think there's many of you out there. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about everybody else.
That's how my man is.
I'm telling you right
it's
now.
possible. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can focus. You can work. Can I tell you something? He works on his own avoidant tendencies because he knows that's not a healthy thing to put on me. Same way I work on my anxious or secure.
Yeah.
We're both securely attached now, but naturally I'm an anxious person. So I was anxiously attached typically. So I have to work on that. He has to work on his. Look at that. Perfect harmony works out. As long as you're both willing to do it. See how that fucking works?
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point.
That's
you know
all
what I mean?
It should matter, to be honest.
It's all right. Guys, let's make the internet fun again. That doesn't mean I want to make it offensive. I just want to not be, I want to not be suffocated when I'm like, Team Jeremiah girls. And everyone's like, kill yourself.
Yeah. And then I fall in love with an avoidant who actually wants to work on themselves. I'll believe it when I fucking see it, bro. I'm going off my experience. I'm not saying you can't.
You can believe it. I've seen it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm living it.
Well, it doesn't happen to me, so I don't believe that it's real. That's what you guys sound like sometimes. That doesn't seem real to me.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one more. A lot of people had asked, like, how do you get unstuck out of, like, just feeling stuck?
In what regard?
I think they just mean, like, professionally, creatively, emotionally. Like, how do you get, like, when you're stuck in, like, a rut?
I honestly don't know, dude.
You don't?
That's a little hard with such a broad.
Well, what do you do when you feel stuck? I mean, I feel stuck right now, I'll be honest. And I just keep trying new things. That's what I keep doing. I'm just trying new things, see what sticks.
Yeah.
And usually I feel like when I do things that aren't in my stuck routine, which that's also part of it too, if you're doing things outside of your routine, I feel like that helps you move forward a little bit faster.
Yeah.
That's been my experience.
Yeah.
So so like this one says right here, long distance situationships, that I hold out hope or let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Yeah, let it go. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys.
Sorry.
I was single for so long that when the term situationship became a thing, I was like, I don't understand how you get in there. And I'll never forget this. We went to Caleb's.
Really?
Yeah, because I married some basically
yeah.
for 8 years. I blame all of my.
That's all I
told
knew.
you. I blame all of.
For so long.
I'm telling you, I'm blaming all of. That's why we did opposite.
Yeah.
I blame all of my lack of experience and me experiencing the most horrifying things within the last year in dating. I'm blaming all of that on my ex that I was with for 8 years because I could have been doing all that shit when I was in my early 20s and not when I'm about to be 32.
That.
I'm joking, but not really.
You can if you want, though.
Yeah, I'm going to. Who cares? Fuck her. No, I was gonna say that I'll never forget this. We went to Caleb's Chicago show. If you went there, it was like I think it was the biggest show he did. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He sold it the whole thing.
Fucking awesome.
Chicago Theater. Drew was the special guest, and I remember they had a Q&A and someone said like, oh, like was talking about situationship, and Caleb's so funny because he's gay and younger. He's your age, right? But like everything he does, he's like, I don't understand what that is.
So.
But
he's older than me
by a few months. But I was saying that like everything that's like new like that, like a word like that, he's like, I don't understand what that is.
Yeah, because he's 100.
But
like
I was saying it makes me laugh. So he was saying like, if you're stating your intentions at the beginning, then like what's the issue? And then you said, well, people lie. And then he went, oh my God, you're right. And it made me laugh because it's true. As someone who's been in situationships that were not supposed to be
I would know because I would call myself an expert. I've said this on the show many times.
Yeah.
Because I think it is the realest description of a situationship, but I saw a TikTok of a girl saying the only thing you and your situationship have in common is you both don't like you enough.
You both don't like you enough, and I saw this new one.
And I said,
you both care about the person who set up the situationship more.
And that's the thing is like, if we're looking at percentages,
Sure.
I would say about 98% of situationships are that.
Yeah.
Those other two, like maybe it's just two people who hook up every now and then.
Sure.
98% of them though are one of you really wants to move forward, the other one it doesn't.
Yeah.
And who is specific to your situation.
Sure.
Ship, right? But that's why I said the only thing you and your situationship don't have in common is you both don't like you enough.
Yeah.
Which to me, again, like that's why I think situationships are annoying and like harmful in a lot of ways, because we both know what we want. It's just one of us isn't willing to admit it because they don't want to chase the other one away. And I'm hoping you're the one. And I know you're not the one because I'm asking myself if you're the one.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like if you have to ask, you know the answer. If you have to ask what you are, you know the answer. It's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you aren't anything. And if they really wanted to make you something, they would. Like, grown people make grown people decisions. When grown people don't choose to be with you, it's because they don't want to be. And that's the worst part. Like, the worst part of situationships is understanding, like, this person doesn't like me enough to commit to me, but is cool with me, so they'll hang out with me.
But sometimes I don't
harmful.
even know that it's about like liking someone enough to make them official. Sometimes I think it could be like, well, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, period. It could be you. It could be anyone. I don't want to be in one.
Yeah. And then what happens?
No, I know.
Yeah. What happens when your situationship's like, I can't do this anymore. You're getting too serious. What happens after that?
Yeah, you try harder. Yeah.
No. Like, what do they go do?
They go fuck around more. Yeah.
No, they settle down with someone. They find someone.
Sure.
It's always, I'm never ready until I am. That's my point. That's
Okay.
why I think open relationships are insane. Personally, I think they're insane because it's kind of one of those, like, what's the point of the label? At that point, what's the point of the label? Yeah, I mean, maybe tax reasons or something. If that's your tea, that's your tea, right? But I'm saying, like, yeah, everyone's like, I'm just not ready until you are. I'm just not ready until I find the one I'm ready for. Like, that's my point. It's just not me. And that's the part I'm struggling with. It's not me. And I've been in that situation many times. Like, I've like, it's and not many times, I would say, like, to that extent. I have been in that situation before, but not like to the point where I'm like, why can't it be me? Because it's not me. And if they wanted to make it me, they would. That's just the reality of it, which is, it's shit. It's true. What do you disagree with on that?
That I don't know that it's always that they'll be ready for someone. Sometimes I think it's people just aren't supposed to be in relationships, and so then you should not be doing situationships either. So I mean, a situationship. I mean,
are you talking about people like bad people, or are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not talking about
even bad people settle down all the time with people.
I'm not saying that they don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I agree, but I also disagree. But it's okay. I don't think that's a big deal.
I mean, that's why I'm saying
it's all circumstantial anyway.
If
so
it's
it
not
matter.
you, why isn't it you? Because it's not supposed to be you, is my point. Whether it's their choice or yours, it's not supposed, or the world's, the universe's, right?
Sure, yeah.
They could make him you, but it's not gonna be you because it's not supposed to be you, and that's a good thing for you, and maybe a good thing for them or a bad thing for them. Who knows?
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. Being like, you deserve the validation of a partner in the sense that you deserve the status and the title that you want. Like, the one that you really want, you deserve that from someone. And if it's instead of trying to force someone to be it, you should wait for the one that wants to make you.
No,
it.
I agree. I
That's
also think
point.
it ties back to that. I don't owe anyone anything. So like, if you're actively dating someone and you both have decided like, we do want to be in a relationship, just like not right now because it's like so early. Unless one of you is lying, like you said to Caleb, then it doesn't matter.
But that's my point. That's why I'm saying, like,
no, but I'm saying
know if you want to be in one, and they know they don't want to be in one. You can't convince someone to be in a relationship.
I
with
agree.
You.
Yeah,
like, they're not going to change their mind.
Yeah,
especially if they tell you up front, I'm not ready. Waiting around to hoping that they're ready is not a good thing either.
I think the whole point of situationships too, it ties back to like, well, I don't owe anyone anything. Like, if I want to date someone with no label and do whatever I want,
you're right. You can,
but I'm saying, but you owe it. Like, you agree. Like, you owe it to that person to be honest with them about what.
what you want. Yeah. But like, you're right. You can. I don't have to be there for it. Though.
Oh, I agree.
And that's the thing is, like, you could string me along for a million fucking years. You could keep telling me, well, it's just too early.
Yeah.
Well, it's just too early. Well, it's so early. And then next thing you know, we're fucking around for over a year.
Yeah.
No label.
No, I get
Cosplaying
that.
everything except the actual fucking thing. Like that's why I said no, fuck you, dude. And that's where autonomy comes into play. That's where I say like at a certain point you're like, you're fucking around on me, bro. Like you're wasting my goddamn time. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not ready. Okay, well I fucking am. So if you're not ready, I'm out. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I agree.
Bye. Like that's how you have to start moving with shit like that. But that's why situationships are so harmful.
No, and then that's where your discernment comes into place. 100%.
And they're not situationships if you're both on the same page.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
You're dating at that.
Yeah,
if you're both on the
yeah.
same page, it's not a situationship.
No,
you're
yeah,
dating.
You're right. Yeah. And then maybe we're just not official because it's new, but like I get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
100%,
only a situationship when one of you wants something, the other one doesn't.
No, I
That's
agree.
the only time you're a situationship.
Okay, then that makes me feel better.
Yeah,
I've only been in one. Okay, that makes me feel better. I've only been in one.
That's not true. It turned into one.
The first one, yeah.
No, not that one. That's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about the next one.
That
That
one,
also was one. Given how it ended, that is
sure.
what it was.
Yeah. Okay, but we were dating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Another body on the floor, right?
But see, that's the thing is like that's my point is like the way it ended, they was a situationship.
Sure.
You thought you guys were dating,
Well,
which made sense.
But I'm saying, but I had asked.
But that made sense is my point. Like that made sense for you to think that everything pointed to that, obviously.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, that I had asked and we both agreed we were dating. And then how it ended, then I said, was this a situationship? And they said no. And I said,
yes,
okay.
it was.
I was like, okay, no, we were dating. And anyways.
No, I'm saying the way it ended, yes, it was. Like you fucked around on me, wasted my time, fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like the way it ended started one way, ended another.
Yes,
that's
yes,
also
yes.
very possible.
Yeah, okay.
It could also do the inverse too. It could start the other way and the other way. But that's even more rare.
Anyway, and that's all you guys get on my dating life. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this episode.
Yes.
We'll do more advice ones next week.
Sorry, we were gabbing so much.
This is one of the longest episodes we've done in a long time, but there are 12 billion other questions in here that we'll get through. So many of them are the exact same thing, though.
Wait,
guys.
and also, we're gonna do a bonus episode on the Patreon, and we'll answer all advice questions.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. So if you want to see a bunch more of just the advice questions and less of Bonrad, then you guys can go on the Patreon.
But other than that, make sure you buy Drew's book. The paperback one comes out soon, August 26th. That might be this week. I think.
Yes, it comes out August 26th. And also, I've been seeing many of your DMs of those of you who work at Barnes & Noble because the paperbacks got sent to Barnes & Noble.
Oh, cutie. How fun.
And they're all there, so
make sure you get Drew's book. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon so you can watch bonus episodes and look at other bonus exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else.
Yes.
But other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.